Alright, new session, and it's probably around time for us to revisit the main story again. Quid pro quo. We're looking for Professor Harriet Doe, which we saw be kidnapped in that underwater nightmare place earlier. They're attacked by fish people, the Innsmouth Syndrome locals. There was an unusual dagger and a peculiar golden amulet which resembled a fisheye. This can't be the only attack they have carried out. There must be evidence of more such crimes throughout the city. So that screams go to the police officer's place. Oops. There we go. Click on the fast travel spot. There we go. Oakmont Police Department. Almost certainly where we're trying to go right now. Because we're investigating past crimes. I've got that damn vampire stuck in my brain now. I won't say where it's from. I'm kind of hoping a little emphasis on the main story might reignite my interest in the game a bit, because that first case and some of the information and the choice involved in it seemed interesting, or at least I read into it in a way that became interesting, in my head at least. But the mechanical repetition of the side content has become really rote, and it hasn't really been adding enough intrigue to make up for how rote it has been. Some of that might be the fact that there's kind of a... Unfortunately, despite being about the unknown and the mysterious and unknowable and stuff like that, there's actually like a real formula to, if not Lovecraft's material itself, then at least stuff that tends to be based on Lovecraft. Although I can't judge Lovecraft's works until I've read them all, but definitely the games I've played and other things I've experienced that are based on Lovecraft, there's a very common formula to it all that becomes a bit too just a bit too similar. God, what would I call this one? Well, it'd be a violent crime, I believe. And the suspects are criminal pattern, I guess. Wow, okay. I didn't think the first attempt would work. Police report number 190451. Yep, just gonna slip it right in there, huh? The looking glass / Fahrenheit reference. All right. At 10:30 p.m., is it apartment or approximately? I don't know, 15 at the fish market. Eastern Shells, corner of Orchard Avenue and Holly Fire Lane, I apprehended a suspicious-looking Innsmouther as he was stalking a young woman. The suspect had in his possession a peculiar golden amulet which resembled a fisheye, seized, as well as a dagger, seized. The suspect resisted arrest. When I tried to cuff him, he cried for help, screaming for his brothers brothers from EOD. Several other armed Innsmouthers appeared from the fish market. I was forced to release said Innsmouther and retreat. The suspect got away. The case is pending further investigation, Lieutenant Phelps. They said they got the items. So maybe I can ask this guy about the evidence, if they still have it. Where the fuck did you go? Wait, am I in the wrong room? Did I get turned... Yeah, I got turned around. I thought he vanished the moment I found the evidence.
Don't waste my time, newcomer.
How's that trigger discipline? I'm trying to see his finger. It's on the outside. For a second there, I thought he had his finger on the trigger, and I was really concerned. Still really unnerving to watch somebody just waving a gun around like that. All casual. Well, I have a location. I can work with that at least. Eastern Shells, Orchard, and Holy Fire. What a name. Orchard, Holy Fire. Boink. Kind of local. Oh yeah, very local. Local enough that I don't even need to warp. The best way forward is just to head there from here. Who knew the cult could be so nearby? Alright, my nearest boat's over here. Excuse me. Go. There we go. Yeah, it does do that. That bothers me. It's a minor thing, but a lot of games I play do that. It eats your input. If you're holding down W and then you open the map and then you close the map, your character stops and you have to then release W and then press it again. Some games pass the test and some don't. When it comes to just letting me continually run while opening the map periodically. World of Warcraft definitely being one of the ones that passes. Whoa! Fuck. Fuck, that's new. Okay. That would appear to be the eel that the loading screen or whatever referenced. Let's just stay out of the water. It's fine, it's very dark. I have a flashlight. Holy Fire. Orchard. Right here on this corner. Eh. Here's the fish market. Maybe somebody has answers for me around here.
Find something you like. Cheaper than the rest.
Find something I like? What are you selling? Little cans in a cage?
Take as much as you need.
There will be loss.
It won't cost you a penny.
There will be. And it is only fair to be afraid. Titanic forces are at work. Infinitely greater than ourselves. Unknowable. Incomprehensible. There will be sacrifice. There will be loss. There will be darkness. But these are the hallmarks of a pivotal moment in time. And each of us has a part to play.
Interesting speech. You really think there's an upside to all this?
Absolutely. The darker the day, the brighter we can all shine. And we will all shine again soon. All that's needed is faith. I am called Ebernote Blackwood, and this is the place I have chosen to share my message. Please, come to one of my full sermons.
Charles Reed. Good to meet you. Blackwood. You're a member of the Grand Family.
I am indeed the last of that line. Inheritor of an empty mansion and a severed history.
I'll see you around.
Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny.
I guess that's that for now.
Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny. Don't be shy. We have enough for everyone.
That's unnerving.
Fish? Fresh fish? Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny.
Never accept
Fish?
free food
Fresh
in
fish?
this kind of setting.
Take as much as you need.
It's gonna make you a monster.
Don't be shy.
I think I went to the fortune teller and she even explicitly warned me not to take free food or whatever, right? Or there was some kind of... don't smell it. Tastes better than it smells. I think the fortune teller warned me not to take part in something. Oh, God, that's creepy. 'Cause even the flashlight can't penetrate the muck of the water, so you can't get a good look. Just slithering eels. There's actually a lot of people to talk to. Let's go back and work our way around from there.
Fish? Fresh fish?
So I don't lose track of somebody. By the way, I don't know if
As much as you need.
where'd the crowd go?
Cost you a penny.
Freaky. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier in the series when I really should have. I think I made a Lovecraft. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I made a Lovecraft games playlist and put it in the description. Because now I've played enough of them that it's worth like trying to total them out. So let me know if there's games missing from that list. I put in like Conarium and Call of Cthulhu and Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus is a movie. Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker, The Room, and so on.
Shy. We have enough for everyone.
Okay, so the guy that was here a moment ago left, so maybe these characters do come and go.
Take as much fish? Fresh fish? Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny. Don't be shy. We have enough for everyone.
I've heard that I can find an organization hereabouts that goes by the name of the EOD. Am I in the right place?
You sure are. I happen to be a representative of the EOD. Pleased to meet you. My name's Anna. Can I help you with something?
Charles Reed. Just a few questions, if I may.
Of course. Ask away, Charlie.
This city is short on everything except dirt, rain, and things that want to kill you. Yet you just give away food for free. What's your angle?
Angle? There's no angle, Charlie. Not everyone can hide in fancy manners like the grand families. And our hearts tell us we must do more. We've decided to seize our own fate and rise above this disaster. I think it's going well. The sea's good to us, and it blesses us with abundance.
What is the EOD? I mean, what do you do as an organization?
Well, we are a non-profit charitable organization. Actually, it's better to say that we're a gathering of volunteers. We're not an official charity yet. As for what we do, we try to help ease the suffering in our city as much as we can.
Oh, and how do you do that?
We provide fish for the hungry and fix the homes of the poor. We also patrol the streets at night to keep the wild beasts and bandits at bay. And many, many more things. Whatever needs doing. Anything to help the people, Charlie.
So taken at face value, but also taken into some of the more violent elements that we've heard reference to so far. They're probably the local equivalent of the Yakuza, essentially. Some level of establishment of law and order was weirdly being established by organized crime in parallel, both happening at once. It's actually a plot line we've been dealing with a lot lately, haven't we?
What does EOD stand for?
Everyone's obvious duty. When we began, it also had, is to help each other, but we dropped that part. It was a little bit wordy.
It's been great chatting with you, but I'm actually here to speak with the EOD leadership. You know where I can find them?
Not so fast, Charlie. Nobody meets the top brass without being a member. You need to earn a rank in the EOD first.
Oh, you're kidding me. What for?
You need to prove yourself. Show us through your actions that you're worth our time. No offense, Charlie.
How can I join?
That all depends on what skills you can offer us. What do you do best?
Well, I'm afraid my resume's in my other jacket. Let me see. I was in the Navy during the war, and ever since it ended, I've been a private eye.
The sea provides. Turns out we have a job that's a perfect fit for you.
Okay. Tell me more about this job.
Well, last night someone tried to break into our fish storage room. Luckily, the guards scared him off, but I fear they'll be back to finish the job. That's why we've been busy today giving away all the fish to the people. We'd rather it get into the hands of the needy than to some thief.
And you want me to find whoever this thief is, right?
You're smart, Charlie. I like it. Exactly.
Fine. Count me in.
Good. Thank you. Here's the address. Tell the guard the password, I serve the sea, and he'll let you into the storeroom.
See you later.
Here's the address. You know, almost.
Do you want a fishy?
You want a fishy?
Do you want a fishy? Do you want a fishy? Do you want a fishy?
I don't know if I recognize that voice or not. You can see a little boop. You can see their mouths. Bat. They're all sorts of different sizes. Some of them could swallow the other ones. Okay, I thought they were walking at me. Thought they were coming my way. Yeah. They like to put that around a lot. Just constant reminders, hey, there's bigger things that eat the scary things.
This used to be an okay place to live.
What are you selling, mister? I don't see any goods.
I offer what everyone in this Borg needs most. Safety and comfort. You a newcomer? Where are you staying?
The Devil's Reef Hotel.
Oh, old Victor always thinks so small. A man of your talents could earn his board 100 ways. Maybe you want some more spending money?
And a job for a private eye, mister? I'm always up for a good side gig.
That's what I like to hear. I'm Walter. I need someone capable to take care of an issue on my property. Local fauna, if you know what I mean.
Real estate's a risky business. How'd you get into it?
All my life I was a common fisk trader. But I wanted more. I dreamed of being a landlord. A man who never works. So I scrimped and saved, and bought several houses. Gonna rent them to the refugees and newcomers. And I have even greater plans.
Let me guess. You need a gun for hire. Or is there another task?
I need you to place these incense burners on the top floor of my properties to drive off the wild beasts. Take a photo for me as proof.
Smoke that repels wild beasts. Does that even work?
Of course it will. No doubt. I bought it from a friend I trust.
Well, okay. Just give me the address. See you later.
That's news. Huh. We're using... I mean, that rule set happened in Bloodborne, where the horrible monsters are repelled by incense, which might have a common root in Lovecraft, considering, you know, Bloodborne was heavy on Lovecraft. Oop. Ah. Newly added to the map, so this is a bad place. Boop. Slowly mapping out the no-good zones. Alright. So we've got a fish market area. I need to get the local waypoint. Here we go. We definitely got to come back at least for her objective, and probably for other things too. There it is. For all I know, this other guy's going to be a regular too. The EOD is giving away fish. Oakmont is starving. Without the fish provided by the EOD, the city is at risk of famine. Ah. I wonder if we'll get a moral choice related to that thing then. Okay. Oh man, he's got a lot of these apparently. So he's got a house on Coverside, Lincoln Street, on Lincoln between Derry and Landing. Lincoln Street. Between Derry and Landing. Derry? Landing. I was like right there already. Huh. Is this an unnamed... It's right by the hospital. What if that's just a completely unnamed spot? Like this hospital lane doesn't seem to have a name. I guess it's not a street, huh? It's just the path in front of the hospital. And these are the streets. He has 3 locations. Salvation Harbor. Over here. Western. Between... So 7 Oaks between Eel and Castle. Eel. 7 Oaks. Oh, because yeah, Weeps. It goes around in all sorts of different directions. Eel, Castle. Gotcha. Western Shells. Hawking Lane. Between Shine and Warren. There we go. I keep like putting my cursor like right where it has to go practically before I even fully process where to go next. Alright. So now back to our goal. And his request. So the robbery happened in the Shells. Again. Which is roughly where I am. It's probably nearby. No, Western Shells. Hawking Lane. Between Warren and Liberty Road. It's like practically next door to the other locations. I'll probably do both in one go. Alright. I can get a bit closer instead of walking all the way. Let's get in with the Cthulhu worshippers. That's gonna be their dark edge, right? They're gonna be all like, oh, we're charitable and we take donations and we keep the streets orderly and everything's great. And then we have ritual sacrifice on Sundays. I'm just waiting for it. Because it's everyone's obvious duty. Yeah, that's what they said. You wouldn't want to miss out on everyone's obvious duty, would you? I wonder if the eels are going to become a regular occurrence or if that was like a rare sighting. That was unnerving. Well, good news. Safe landings. This particular patch is fine. Nope, that part's not. And that's gonna be where the other guy's house is, right? That's the bad news we've got now. Oh, this one's fully boarded up. Nah, there's a little door here. There's a little bit of a door right here. Okay. That was weird. At first it wouldn't let me place anything. Then when I scrolled around a bit, then the prompts came up to let me do it. Okay. So my other destination was like right there. But that can wait for a moment.
You got business here.
I serve the sea. Anna sent me here to investigate the recent break-in.
Sea be praised. Finally. I'm Daryl Grimes. How can I help you?
Just a mishmash of the 2 main characters of Walking Dead right there. The show, because Daryl doesn't exist in the comics.
What's the deal with the password and such?
Orders from the higher-ups. I don't get to ask why.
Can you tell me what happened? Don't skimp on the details.
Not much to tell, sadly. It was a man, that much I know. He snuck in while I was upstairs, tried to steal the fishies, but I heard him. Nearly got him with a harpoon by Kay, but I missed in the dark. He got away, that Dane. But I wonder, why steal what you can get for free?
Yeah, that's a bit of a puzzler. What did this burglar look like?
Same height as you. Not too big, not too small. Nothing to write home about. Average Joe. If not for his bald head. That guy was as bald as an egg. I could see the moonlight reflecting off the top of his head.
What did he steal?
Nothing. I scared him off before he could.
Where did he go after that?
Don't know, pal. He was way faster than me.
All right. Well, that's enough for now, Mr. Grimes. I've got to go to work.
Here, take the key. May the sea bless you.
No. Why is there storage full of monsters? I don't need this, man.
Wow. It pierced a good inch of solid wood like it was nothing.
Oh, there they are. I was like, are we doing this or are they locked in? We're not doing this. There we go. And I got a knowledge point, so I guess we'll take a look. Hopefully things quiet down now. Skills to pay bills. Yes. Traps. Admittedly have not used any traps yet. Carry one more first aid kit and antipsychotic. It makes some sense. Yeah. Still not overly excited about a lot of these things. I guess that these have long-term effects on my resources. Keeping tempted to get this because it's the most appealing looking skill in the game, but if the most appealing looking skill is more experience multipliers, that means that it all amounts to nothing. You just don't have anything in the skill tree you actually want. If the first thing that you constantly want is just faster leveling itself. It's not in service of anything. Oh, they gave me some pistol rounds. Blip. He's blipping. They're blipper blipping. Eh? That glass is invisible. Whoa.
That's a fancy looking bottle. Looks like it was taken from a lab somewhere. There's some kind of powder left on the bottom. I better not touch it. It could be dangerous.
That's some pure Lovecraftian right there. That'll make you see colors that don't exist. Getting sounds again behind me. Yeah. So some of these guys got in.
Thing's dead as a doornail, but I don't see any wounds.
We'll get to you in a minute. I'm looking around. Huh. Just, I'm paid to check out this place, and I'm like, you know, let's just... What am I startled by? I thought I was under attack. What am I startled by? What the f... There's nothing here. Why'd the music freak out? It's just some nets. Weird. It's probably a fake door right there. Kissy kissy wall. Mwah. So bizarre.
So first it ate the fish, and now it's dead. That's troubling.
Oh. This is my first good look at this. That's not a rat. That's a cat. That's an entire cat. The fleshless, the furlessness made it look like a rat at first glance, but yeah, that's a cat. That's an entire house cat turned into a horrible monster. It's probably an improvement. Yep, here we go. I figured it's an illusionary wall based on the frame you could see around it.
I have questions.
Yep, they're cutting people up. Turn them into fish people via plastic surgery. I've cracked the code. No, not seeing a lot here. The fish is poisonous. What do I have in the casebook at the moment? Lab flask? Is that what we're basing it being poisonous on? That is it, huh? It seems to be that we're saying it's poison based on the fact that there's weird powder in a flask? Or did I miss something? They're giving fish away, which is poisonous. Large quantities of possibly poisoned fish have already been distributed to the city's poorer citizens. There's a secret chamber and a lab flask. Nope, not related. I found what seems to be some sort of holding pen, or possibly even a torture chamber. Possibly. Possibly. Ugh. He was happy to leap straight to poisoned, but not so quick to lead to torture chamber. Alright, buddy.